can you define compersion for our listeners? Right?
I'm gonna do my best. Well, from my understanding, because I'm fairly, new to this term as well, but um, is it brings me joy to see other people experience joy, and if it was in a sexual situation, like my partner, um, seeing him go on a date and like the joy that it brings him to be with this other individual brings me joy because I'm like, oh my gosh, look how happy he is. Look, and like, and that brings me joy, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
how'd I do?
No, that was great.
Okay.
That was perfect. And what I love about it is like plain and simple, it's the antithesis of jealousy. To not be jealous or envious of your partner or, anybody else. Like for me, I also hear it as like, don't be a hater. Like if we just want to take it all the way down, like it's easy to see someone else doing well. And I'll speak for myself. I'm like, I see somebody doing well and I'm like, I ain't doing like why they gotta be having success or whatever it is. And I'm like, oh, I'm judging them and not looking at me. And really I'm judging the things in them that I don't want to acknowledge over here. So
Yes, that part. And I think that's the biggest question that I'm learning about jealousy. Like that's the first thing. Wait, why am I jealous? Oh, it really has nothing to do with them. That has to do with me and where I'm at in my life, right? And so us unlearning jealousy,
mhm,
right? Like that is a top behavior due to scarcity mindset, due to um, haves and have-nots, the comparative.
mhm.
One of the one of my favorite sayings is to compare is to despair, right? If we start looking at other folks and being like, oh, why don't I look like that? Or why don't I diss that? Right? Like that is going to create a disparity within ourselves that doesn't need to exist, right? So it's like, just let's not do that. What I can say for myself, how I can speak to is I personally, it's like the first step is asking myself, why am I jealous? Right. And really parsing through and looking at all those parts of like, okay, ask and having conversations with myself. This is a lot of my journaling processing of like, why do I feel this way? Right. And so I think a big thing, like, so instead of initially, I have a rule where I take 48 hours to process something. And generally it's like specifically if it was jealousy, it's like, okay, that 48 hours to get through of, okay, why? Why did it hit me in a particular way? Oh, okay. Is it because, like, for example, this is something me and my partner went through. Um, he went on a date and I was really excited about his date. And then he went on the date and he Marco Poloed me and was like, oh my gosh, it was so fun. And I could see like the light in his eye and like, and I was like, oh, he was really excited about this date. Right. And then I was like, that's great, honey. I'm going to take some time to process my feels and I'll talk to you later. Right.
Yep.
And I took a look at it and it's like, I realized in myself fear of loss, right? Which, okay, then I had to really ask myself, am I really afraid of losing this situation? And or can I come to a logical point of like, okay, if I did lose this relationship, what's the silver lining around it? Right. Like, and really like coming to a particular piece within self of like, well, I don't know the future and I don't know what any situation is going to be, but can I have enough faith um, in myself and or the experience that I've gotten what I was supposed to receive out of said situation, right? Like this is the lesson the universe wanted me to learn. Like, okay, cool. Um, what is the other thing? I'm like, I was comparing. Oh, she a
Mhm.
cute little light skinned black girl too.
Uh-oh.
Right? Oh, wait. That's fine. She is really great. And like, and so then started to be like, she is really cute. And oh, I would date her and like come into this space of like um, okay, what if he wasn't even involved? How would I feel about her? And so I guess a little mix of like fantasizing, I don't know, but again, just kind of creating some peace around that relationship and or possibility of her and I having a relationship, right? Um, and then being able to come back to him and have the conversation like, I was having some feels, but I'm really happy you had such a good day and I look forward to hearing more. Keep me posted, you know?
Yeah.
Um,